Welcome back to another episode of Housekeeping. So last week on Housekeeping, Eugene got spooked. If you haven't watched our previous video, please go and check it out because it was the first time I see like the terrified eyes in Eugene. So this week Housekeeping, hopefully no lizard people come and curse us. Okay, so back onto this week's Housekeeping. Let's go.
I really don't feel like getting a
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Housekeeping with us. My name is Eugene Tay and that's Belinda. Today not so much in her succubus outfit because they had a accident in the washing machine.
Yeah, I think Eugene time to buy a new one. So here is the donation link.
So if you want to help us get more outfit for Belinda, we do welcome your donations. You can text me at 94594931. We'll put that to good use. Maybe Victoria's Secrets or something lah. I don't know.
Hey, Victoria's Secret too overrated already.
Is it?
I tell you, the last time I was so happy finally can afford Victoria's Secret. And the moment I go into the shop, I was like, wow, so uncomfortable.
I wouldn't know, but according to my friends who have Victoria's Secret lingeries, they also say I think it's more for the American body lah, not so much for the
Yeah. I think so too. It's okay. Whatever that fits us best, right?
What? Nothing fits you guys best. Okay. Well, since you brought up things about what people commented last week, I thought maybe we'll start today's episode with comments from last week's episode. So
I love it.
NSEF says Singapore also have a lot of aliens. We call them aliens. 17 likes. So it's a very local humor.
Yeah, 17 like including me also. I quite like that.
CJX22 says this Belinda is actually Belinda from Earth 2. Hence she has the sixth sense and the third eye. The original powerless Belinda from Earth 1 got captured. Belinda was actually experiencing the butterfly effect from the primary school sports team incident.
Oh no! You have found out my secret.
The lady who said so haunted can't see other lights not moving, man. She's the real deal. She can communicate with the dead. Which story is this?
Actually, I also don't know. I was like trying to find also. Then I give up halfway. Maybe she can help us think us back.
Right. Alvin TZY95 says Stanley Kubrick, Eugene. Yes, that's the one I was talking about, the moon landing. Stanley Kubrick was the director that was allegedly the director to create the fake moon landing. According to Transformers movie, alien ship crash landed on the moon and was the reason for the 69 mission. Fermi paradox is a scientific hypothesis on that if we are a smart species on one Earth, there's possibly the possibility of another species in the billions of galaxies solar system. The meme is missing crop circles, Skywalker Canyon. No, there was a Skywalker inside. Yes, but I think it's missing crop circles. Only because I think crop circles might be a very old conspiracy theory.
Old school, right? Yeah. I think nowadays die out already. Nowadays, the crop circle was like you zoom out, it'll be like sand newts.
I feel most of the disappear from reality experience are just a form of being spirited away. It may be temporarily or permanent. I have heard a few stories regarding it. Many times they experience time differently. Some gone for hours, but to them, they were only in a strange place for a while. Others gone for a minute, but it felt like hours to them. The scenery they saw also very different. Some end up in a village, still with their inhabitants in the decades-old fashion. Some end up in the city with also inhabitants going about their normal life. Yeah, so I mean, last week, if you didn't catch what we were talking about, we were talking about conspiracy theories, and some of that include time travel. And Belinda shared with us her own time travel experience, which explains Belinda Earth 1 and Belinda Earth 2.
Okay. Hey, but there was one very interesting comment. I don't know whether you got it or not. There was this lady sharing her experience also. She had some weird doppelganger kind of experience.
Oh.
Don't know whether you managed to get one of the comments.
Is this the one that says, "Hi Belinda, really like your disappearance story."
Yes,
Something similar happened,
yes,
except
yeah.
it wasn't me who disappeared. I was really small then, but I cannot remember the incident because it puzzled me so much. I was in the room with my older brother, but we went to the living room to play with my toys. I was really excited when I managed to flip the elephant so that it did 3 complete somersaults in a row. 4 legs in the air and then over its trunk, landing on its 4 legs again. I mean, this was the feat as the elephant wore a nose ring that would affect its balance. I shouted for my brother as I wanted to reenact it, and for the rest of it, you got to go to our last week's video and read more.
Okay. So whatever I commented on that, I just share with you guys. Sure. Okay. So whatever she has mentioned, right? It sounds like what Asian context, what we call the doppelganger, right? But in America context, I think the doppelganger like meaning is very, very different. But so in the Asia context means that you see like your loved one or like your friend pass by the room and then they enter into like let's say the room A, right? And then after that, like when you turn around immediately, you see them in like the living room. It's like almost like they teleported, right? So after that, I said, hey, weren't you like at the room A just now? And then after that, they be like, no, I will always be in the living room.
So who was that?
Yeah, so who is that? Yeah. So it's a very common story that we have. I've seen this confession over and over again, like in like a lot of people's mouth.
Actually, I would say that one of the most common confessions that we got from Supernatural Confessions over the decade is seeing somebody in your family that you thought was there, only to realize that the person just came home just. And so who was that when you saw coming to the house half an hour ago?
Who knows?
But usually the doppelganger do not talk to you.
Yeah. Sometimes they smile or maybe they make eye contact with you, but usually they just like, mind their own business.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Okay, we got a couple of interesting stuff today. Last week I was spooked out because it felt like the internet was listening in on our conversation. Today I'm going to get spooked out for another reason. Ayo. And I don't believe this was the content I chose and put up because Elvin De Cruz sent it to me.
No choice.
Yeah. Okay, so let's start with our very first not confession so much, but I suppose it's a confession as well. This one is on Today. Today online. I'm not going to show you the full content because that might be I might get a letter from SPH
from the newspaper place.
Yeah. So this one is Pierre Peng. Pierre Peng once saw a platoon mate get possessed in front of his eyes. This was published on August 25th, updated August 30th. It's quite a relatively old article, 2019, but it's quite an evergreen classic. I'm going to read it out to you guys, so just pay attention. Every guy who has done his national service has a ghost story to tell. Some hear about supernatural encounters from their army mates, while others like Pierre Peng have first-hand experiences. Who sent this? Somebody shared. Anonymous member. Okay. When I was in the army, one of my platoon mates got possessed right before my very eyes. We went out for an exercise, and when we came back at night, he just wasn't behaving like himself, Pierre tells 8days.sg. When we caught up with the actor during the imaging session of his upcoming China 8 drama, A World of Difference. A bit of a plug there. We had to carry him out because he didn't want to come out of the tent. He was a skinny guy, but it took 4 of us to lift him up that night. He had his eyes closed, was rocking back and forth, and was mumbling in some language we couldn't understand. My officer grabbed him and sternly said, "Hey, stop talking to this person. Don't entertain him anymore. God will save you." The moment he said that, my friend opened his eyes, stared at the officer, and started laughing. I was freaked out. They immediately got him out of the training area, Pierre recalls. Months later, we had another exercise, and I was the last to sleep. I was removing my camouflage face paint in the toilet, and when I looked up, the same platoon mate was there looking at me. His head was tilted, just like in the movies. I asked if he was okay and also what had happened since that incident. He replied that he woke up and found himself at the IMH, the Institute of Mental Health. He told me that the doctor said that he was just tired, which resulted in the body twitches. I told him about what happened at night, and he insisted that he was definitely not twitching and that he was speaking in tongues instead. Anyway, he said that he had been taken out of course and was there to pick up his things. I was relieved, man. But when I was speaking to him, he seemed like he was in a daze. I couldn't possibly ask if he was still possessed. Luckily, I never saw him again.
Oh no. Hey, but you know, they always say, if you have anybody who have been to IMH or you know anybody who's working there, they always say that there's this area in the IMH that is just for these paranormal people,
I heard,
like the supernatural stuff.
yeah, I heard that as well. Uh,
Like,
but
we would most probably not go there to visit or whatever, but like, you know, it's like quite interesting to know that, you know, maybe there is like some sort of thing happening in the
I
IMH.
think in 2019 when I first started this Supernatural Confessions live stream, this was, I think, right before COVID or during COVID time. A lady told me, who was a regular member back then, said that she used to work at IMH. And there's one block that is meant for just people with special abilities. They're not crazy. The doctors know they're not crazy, but as far as society is concerned, they are crazy. So they're placed in that block. So I'm not sure if any one of you who are working in IMAH, could you just let us know in the comment section, is that true? Is that not true? Or was that a thing in the past and maybe now not so? Because that's really in the realm of Singapore version of the X-Files.
Right. And also like Area 51. Like, what's there? Can we go there and see?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And I promise you that I'm going to spook myself out today. This next confession was sent by, oh, sorry, not confession. This next article was sent by Alvin De Cruz. And I'm just getting all the goosebumps just looking at the shared screen now. Oh, God. Ugh. Man develops.
Man.
You read,
Yeah,
you read this.
Man has developed bad breath after a cockroach crawled into his mouth, got stuck in his throat while he was sleeping.
Can I send you the article and can you read it, please?
Okay.
Oh, I want to puke already. Just.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. If you have a fear of the creepy crawlies entering your mouth while you're deep in slumber, you might want to brace yourself before reading this story. A 58-year-old man in China who was sleeping suddenly woke up when he felt a ticklish feeling in his throat. He tried to cough it out, but nothing came out, so he went back to sleep, not giving much thought. He realized that his breath started to smell the very next day, and he lived with the stench for the next 3 days until he coughed up yellow mucus. And that was when he decided to make a trip to the doctor. The man consulted a specialist who examined the man's upper respiratory tract and could not find anything abnormal. However, the man was certain that something was lodged in his throat, and that's when he decided to find another doctor. After doing a CT scan on the chest, the doctor found out that there was a shadow in his the chest area, right? There was a foreign object there. So there was something with wings stuck there, and the foreign body had encased a lot of phlegm. After sucking out the surrounding phlegm, the foreign object was exposed. It was a cockroach, said the doctor. And the cockroach was immediately removed and the area was washed and get rid of the excess phlegm. The doctors say cases like these are rare, however, urge those who experience similar symptoms to seek medical help immediately. So, Eugene, what is going on? Oh,
This is the scariest story we have. I don't care if it's not hantu. This is worse than hantu. I don't know how to sleep tonight. I'll be like with a mask on tonight.
Okay, but to be fair, I think Singapore cockroach smarter.
Huh?
Ah.
What do you
Maybe
mean?
because like, okay, in Singapore, have you ever heard of this kind of thing happen? Don't have, ma. This one usually in foreign country, ma. Right? Singapore, okay, you just imagine. Singapore got a lot of food to eat, right?
Yeah.
Our cockroach are very big one.
Ah.
Right? So they smart enough to know. They smart enough to know that there are food elsewhere. Don't have to crawl into your mouth. Maybe this cockroach desperate already. Then after that, like, try to find its way. It's like, okay, our Singapore cockroach so big and fat one, it won't crawl into your mouth.
You saying it's
It won't
big
crawl
and
into
fat
your
is
ear
not
also.
helping with the situation. It's just making my throat feel even more ticklish.
But it's okay because it's big and fat, right? Something will happen. You'll choke first.
Fuck, can you imagine? I wake up like then one cockroach like I would just die. I'll tell you, I die on the spot. Okay, now to wash that taste out of my mouth. Let's get to the next story. This one is actually from someone I think sent me. I think it's David. No, sorry, David Bullock. Desmond sent this to me. It goes by car and it's on Reddit. I'm scared. My friend sent me a picture of a ghost she saw. Check the camera if it made a picture. I never believe in ghosts, but this and some other encounters make me believe otherwise. What do you guys think? Was it a ghost? So I'm just gonna imagine.
The person like, I don't believe in ghosts, but guys.
Yeah. So this is, I think it's a car park garage, and it looks like there is a white figure standing by her car.
Right. But if like she were coming out, she would probably see this thing, right?
Let's see this on the CCTV.
It looks like a bowling pin.
Huh? Okay.
I don't know. Angmoh hantu is just a very weird territory. Sometimes they come in orbs, sometimes they come bowling pin. Make up your mind what form you want to take.
Okay, but do you think it's a ghost or not a ghost? Okay, now you tell me it's a bowling pin. I can't see any other things already.
Maybe passing spirit lah, but like I don't think it's harmless.
Okay. Well, if you get a chance, go to Reddit. And I think so ghosts or not ghosts aside, right? I really appreciate our Supernatural Confessions community after I go and read stuff on Reddit, because the people on Reddit are extremely rude. Like they will say it's not a ghost, like you're stupid lah, and most of them just wants to debunk it, whether it's true or not true. They just, you're retarded, you're stupid, it's not, full stop. It's very put down. And then there are people who says, talking about the Reddit chain, this used to be a place where they would go to read ghost stories, but now because there are so many people just putting everyone down, people stop posting. So which why I think Supernatural Confessions, we protect confessions, and if any negative comments come in, we just ban. It's not that we don't appreciate or don't allow discussion. If it's a discussion, great. If you're skeptical, you want to debunk, great. But be able to debunk, not call names and tell people.
Be respectful lah, right? If you want to have criticism, have constructive criticism. Cannot just say that, hey, your face ugly lah.
Yeah.
Then what you want me to do about it? No one want me to do about it. It's like,
Yeah. But what I thought about Asian ghosts versus Angmoh ghosts, very frankly, I think Angmoh ghosts is really not scary.
Right, I also think so.
But you know who else thinks so? That Angmoh ghost is not scary?
The Angmoh ghosts also think they're not scary.
No. Check out this comedian. Watch.
Just say, I'm not afraid of ghosts. Yeah, duh. White ghost not scary. Huh? Some child in the corner, come play with me. Kau diam bodoh lah. I'll be scared if it's a real child. Are you my daddy? Asian ghosts are very, very, very creative. Chinese people, this is my favorite ghost. This guy right here. I love this guy. This guy right here is my favorite ghost. High intensity workout, Heart rate 180. This guy just goes here. Can do this, though. One must do this, Do you know how you defeat that ghost? Very simple, bro. All you need to do is write an address, paste on the forehead. Oh, wrong house, right? Don't get me started on Malay ghosts. Malay people have a ghost that is this small, bald, green in color, that we call the Toyol. Mr. White Man Sir, would you like to guess what the Toyol does? You don't know? Well, let me enlighten you. The Toyol steals money. Malay people have a ghost that steals money. How convenient! I used to steal money from my mother all the time when I was a kid. $5, $5, $5, you know? My mom said, mana duit aku? I was like, Ma, this house got toyol, ma, really? Really, ma, this house got toyol. And she brought the bomo in. And the bomo brought the bomo. This house really got toyol, yes. This house really got toyol. Go to my room. The toyol is around here, yes. The toyol is around here. And this last ghost that I'm about to tell you, right? It's a ghost that really exists. Malay people have a ghost called Hantu Tete. Okay, so Hantu means ghost. Tete means boobies. Malay people have a ghost, a female ghost with the biggest badang-dang, bandung berat, double D titties, tittifications, big old biddies, right? And Malay mothers used to scare kids. They said, if you play outside the house past 7 p.m., Hantu Tete will kidnap you and keep you under her breast forever. Sir, I was outside my house at 7:01 every day. Where are you, Hantu Tete? Take me away.
This guy, I think it's Fakafaz, so he's performing in Malaysia on this date. So if you want to go check out the rest of his comedy skit, go Google, go YouTube, check him out. Not too bad. I would consider going if I was anywhere around Malaysia around that time.
So I think maybe in like when I pass, everybody ask me where I am, I'll probably be like the hantu.
Hantu Tete. Trap me there forever. The under boob sweat and everything, just stay there.
Oh my god, look gross! Eh.
You all think the hantu is what? Very beautiful, nicely shower with the jasmine perfume, is it? The hantu Tete apparently is ugly and her tits sag all the way to her. Yeah. I mean, that's the she's not a beautiful woman. She's ugly, grotesque, and her tits are like hanging down to your knees.
Oh,
not the sexy hantu Tete you all wish.
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking like hantu OF lah.
Maybe like you start lah hantu OF, hantu Tete OF. Might have a
when I
niche
pass.
crowd.
When I pass.
Alrighty. Well, the next one that we have, it's pretty interesting. Well, since we're talking about hantu Tete, I might as well just go to this one first.
Yeah, the one that I sent you. I was like, oh my god, this one remind me of this.
This one is by Frank Cheong, top contributor. So let me scroll up. Okay, clearly this is AI lah. It's not. I mean, if any one of you think it's a real hantu, I think it's not lah. Okay.
So actually, this picture took me a while to go and see what's going on. I was like, hey, just person running away from ghosts. Right? Then I noticed there's something holding in his hand. What is he holding?
A bra. Why it can't be this Pontianak's one ah? You see her breast so small.
Her boob's too small, right?
Yeah. Then this one, the bra so big. Cannot be.
Maybe hers one's sagging already then.
Or maybe it's a
cause never wear.
Maybe it's a push-up bra. A lot of padding. Not enough breast, just more padding than breast.
She like, come back, I need it for my only ass.
Yeah, look at the comment section. What people saying?
So this is good. You steal a piece from fur of clothing and she'll grant you a wish and return of the garments. So yes, it happens, but it'll ask you to return in a very strange place, a very strange time. So Loki says, shouldn't it be without legs and floating instead of chasing? So why must it be without legs and floating?
What they really got into serious discussion about AI photo.
Right.
You want to fake haunting also got to fake it correctly, no? Our committee members will nitpick
So-
on your hantu.
Correct. So when you type the AI, you must write floating ghost with no legs.
Well, when you fake it also must be accurate. Woo. Okay, the next one is a Chinese one. This one I think you post up, so you probably have to give us some background details on this video.
Yeah, this is a very good
我
video.
唯
When I
一一
saw it,
口
I'm like,
看完会流泪的古井，也是中国最神奇的井。传说可以看见前世今生和思念的亲人，位于九华山月申宝殿旁。而且还有个神奇的地方在于，无论是暴雨还是下雪，这口井里始终不会有积水。很多游客慕名前来，只为从这里看看井底。许多人看完当场痛哭流涕。因为当地流传着一个传说，只要你是真正的孝子贤孙，在农历的7月30这一天，披上袈裟从井口往下看，不仅能够看见自己的前世因果，还能看见去世的父母。但也有人说，看见的是金钱，还有一部分看到的却是名利。那么他们到底看见了什么呢？相信你能来看一眼，也许就知道了。关注。
So maybe you can play the video again, but just without the sound.
Okay.
I'll just explain. Okay, so apparently you can see a lot of people, they are like, trying to look into this well, right? But this well is like still has like a stone cover on it lah, right? So the video is saying that somewhere in China there is this well that apparently if you have like some sort of like a soul that is like eligible to go and look at this well, what you will see is that you will see your past life. You will see like your past family, you will see like your past lovers, you'll see your past children. And that's the reason why a lot of people, after they look into this well, you can see some of the people are like crying, full on sobbing, because they, they feel the connection after looking at this well. So some people who see this well cry. You see, like very dramatic, right? And then some people say after they look in, they never see anything. All they see is money on the inside. So I think it's like varies from like soul to soul. So I have a question for all our viewers. Would you want to actually know what happened in your past life?
Yeah,
or,
I
it's like
do.
the past is the past.
No, I want to know. I mean, the past is the past, but I still want to know.
Okay. Why you want to know?
I mean, I'm curious lah. Am I a prince? Am I a king? Am I a commoner? Am I a beggar? Am I a woman? Like, I want to know, right? Like, how was life back then? Was I hot? Was I fat? Ugly? Like, come on! Like, did I get a lot of good karma back then? That's why now I have a decent life, or did I fuck up so bad that that's why my life now is kind of fucked? Like, I want to know the Eugene origin story.
But I
The
mean
prequel.
like. The prequel. Yeah. I also asked one of like the tarot cards person, right, to like help me read on the past life. Wow, I tell you, Eugene, it's not for the faint heart.
Why?
Full on sob, like after that.
You are.
Yeah.
What was your past life? I'll tell you mine later. Come, you tell me yours first.
Okay. Interesting story, right? Okay. So the other time when do you remember like there was this like lady who was like haunting my brother, like that whole story? Yeah, so that lady, okay, give you long story short version for those who haven't heard that story, which is there's like an entity in my house. She has like a very like a very heavy aura.
I like the way
and stuff like
Belinda
that.
says, like there's an entity in my house. Like, like there's an insect in my house. So blasé.
Yeah, another day, another life. Another day, another hantu.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was an entity in my house, and then after that, because my older brother's sleeping in that room now, and then he was like kind of like down on his luck lah, right? So after that, I was thinking like, could it be that that hantu is like haunting him and stuff like that? Okay, so I tried to like communicate with that spirit, but then it didn't go on too well. She give me sleep paralysis and stuff like that. So I had to like have another like third party medium to kind of like help me with the whole situation, right? Because like I don't know what to do, right? And I also don't want to like I go and talk to her, then later she possess me, and then what am I gonna do? Later you got like Belinda like number 3,
Okay. Fair point.
Right.
Like dealing with her
Okay.
directly could be above your pay grade. So let's find someone more professional. right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I go and find like some HR. I go and find HR. Right. Okay. So, long story short, there was this spiritual master who come and help me, and then after that he is like a friend's friend. Yeah. So this guy he said he got mentioned before he doesn't want to be known lah, so I cannot say more. Okay, but he has been like a spiritual practitioner for like I think about maybe 10 years. Yeah. Then after that, so he came over to my house and then he told me, "Oh, your house, there's a portal." Ah. Then I'm like, "Yeah, I know. You're not the first one who told me." Yeah, like yeah. Then after that, I tell him, hey, come, I show you where's the portal. I like, hey, this cold spot here. Ah, cool, right? I got my own personal aircon here.
Okay.
Okay, I was like very excited sharing, and then after that, my dad was like, "Who is this suspicious person in my house?"
Okay.
And I'm like, "Hey, just for fun only, Dad, don't take it personally." Okay, so after that, we went into. I had another friend with me also, so she was there to witness the whole thing, right? So when we were all there, then after that, like the master told me, like close my eyes. Then after that, try to like tap into the energy and stuff like that. Okay, but long story short, I believe, I make in contact with like someone from my past life, who is not that lady lah. That lady is a separate story lah.
Okay.
Okay. So after that, I made in contact with the lady from my past life, right?
Yeah.
So this lady has been with me for like ever since like I was born and stuff like that, and she was a lady who's had been following me in my past life. And this girl, right, when I saw her face was like how do you put it, like her face, half of it was gone, so only left like the mouth, like a long tongue like slithering out. It's like a unpleasant scene. It's an unpleasant scene, right? And then the feeling was like super intense. It was like a very like a scary kind of aura. But I know this feeling because it feels familiar. It felt like a friend. Then after that, she didn't do me any harm. It's more of like she's just like floating and like like kind of like wandering in like my head space at that point of time. So after that, like I follow the instructions from like the spiritual person to like make in contact with her, and then I asked her like, why are you here and stuff like that. Then I found out that she was my friend, and then she was there to protect me for this life. And then after that, I'm like, why you protect me? I'm like full on sob already, fucking crying.
I remember this story.
Yeah. So after that, so apparently this lady, when she came to me and we make our connection, then I told her like, you know what, I have no guarantee that in my next life I'll be able to communicate with you, and I don't know whether how strong my powers will be, like to tap into the spiritual part in my next life. So I feel like the right thing to do is to let you go. I don't want you to stay here, and then like you are probably suffering. You don't look well, right? You don't look well, and I feel like I appreciate you protecting me and wanting to protect me, but I feel like you deserve your life, and you deserve to move on into like the your next life, whatever it may be. So thank you for your service, but please move on.
Did she?
Like
Did she
I
eventually
have
move
you.
on?
Yeah, she did. So after that, when I told her to move on, right, she was like a bit like she didn't really want to. She didn't really want to move on. But like when I asked her to, eventually convince her to move on, she like kind of like transformed into like another look where she is like more presentable. Yeah. Like probably back to like her whole like her original human form. And then she was like something, I think she said something along the line, I cannot really remember, but I think she said something along the lines like, I will always be here for you, maybe in your next life, something like that.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it end on a very like happy, like, see you again kind of thing. Yeah. I was like, full crying. It's like, no, I'm not ready for this.
I had a past life rereading a couple of times as well, not just once. Oh, I have cockroach in my throat.
Drink water, Eugene. Drink water. If you see yellow phlegm tomorrow, you know.
I feel like something's flapping inside. No lah, kidding you. Okay. I've done a few past life reading. The first time I did my reading, I think I was in my early 20s, and I didn't even know I was doing a reading. I mean, this was way before SC, right? And tarot reading, fortune telling, and all these other holistic activities were not something I believe 100%. Not that I don't think they exist, but I don't jump into it and go like, wow, everything is 100%. You get what I mean? So I was at the holistic festival, and this was at Fort Canning. And there was a man with a very long beard. He was a guru, and there was a long queue waiting for people to see him. And there were other stalls as well lah. So I queue up because the girl I was dating then, her name is Mia Tan, and she's very much into all this.
Why you expose her?
No. She's still a very good friend of mine. She's
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought like later people will come and find and hunt her.
No. She's pretty awesome. And she brought me there, and of course we queue up, and she did her reading. I think I can't remember what her reading was like. It's just something like you're a commoner or something really meh one lah.
Generic, is it?
Generic lah, like you're Caliphate number 32, you know.
Oh sh.
So when it was my turn, he looked at me. You sit down. I'm like, wow, you know.
Oh,
Let's sit down.
my turn already.
My turn, then he, I give my name and my birthday, and he did his whatever he need to count. Then he looked at me. Your past life, you are a tyrant. I said, oh, you are a Persian prince, and you have a lot of concubine, and you go around taking people's wife, everything, and this is somebody's wife that you took, and you killed the husband, and you took the wife for yourself, and then in the room at night, while you were making love, she stabbed you, she killed you. Yeah, and I think I killed her as well. Or the soldiers killed her, and before she died, she cursed me lah, and the curse was the curse of the serpent.
What's that?
There was a curse of a serpent. Not sure what it is. It was just a curse, and the curse followed me through multiple life. So multiple reincarnation, never reincarnated, reincarnate, die, reincarnate, die, reincarnate, die. You know that sort of thing. And the serpent is at the back of my head. All right.
Okay.
So I said, all right, very interesting story. So what do I do? He said, I just have to be vegetarian for 9 Sundays, and you'll be able to clear this karmic debt. I'm like, wait.
So easy, man.
I killed people's husband. I raped the wives. Then I just have to be vegetarian 9 Sundays, and that's it.
I don't buy it.
Right? No,
Stinks.
So you can imagine, as I was sitting there, I was not fully buying this story lah. And she says, this life, when I was born, I think he mentioned 2 months or 4 months I was going to die, and then a couple of other numbers and age that I was supposed to die as well. And I said, okay lah, so I'll just go and be 9 Sundays, and that's it lah, clear lah. Okay, thanks. So I went back home, excited, to my mom, guess what? Hey, I'm a Persian prince. And I told her, about 2 months I was going to die, and 8 years old I was going to die. Then my mom was like, yeah, I was about to abort you when about 2 to 4. Yeah, but I couldn't afford to abort you, so I was eating pineapple, I was tying my stomach, and I was hopping around. I was like, okay. And then some numbers, right? So like, that year you were possessed, you're not yourself, and we had to send you down to Tanki to go and cleanse. Like, I have no recollection of any of that at all. But this was my mom, very skeptical, and she told me that, right? So I was like, okay, maybe got some truth to it. So I tried to be vegetarian for 9 Sundays, and I failed, couldn't. And I guess you could say, because I didn't take it seriously, so I wasn't fully invested. So the next year there was a holistic festival again, and I told myself, I'm going to see this guy because he's there, right? So if I'm going to walk down and he's going to look at me, he couldn't remember because he's obviously meeting hundreds of people, and he gives me another bullshit reading. I'm like,
Debunk him.
Debunk, right? So I queue up, come to my turn. He looked at me. You You never do the things I tell you. I was like, oh shit. Okay, never mind. So went off to try to be vegetarian again. 9 Sundays, didn't work. That year, I think Christmas, I went to a Christmas party and there was like this tarot reader. This is a guy reading tarot, reading people's aura. And I, again, very skeptical back then. I was like, wow, this is a cool parlor trick. This is a cool party gimmick. Like you can go and tell the girl, oh, I look at you, you're pink color. Come, let me touch your head. Let me touch your hair. Wow, I can see your aura very nice. I'm like, yeah, you know, BS. I'm gonna learn that too, and I'm gonna be the next snake charmer at the party. So I asked him to read my aura. He said, oh, your aura is turquoise. I'm like, oh, okay lah, G. Like you say lah, right? who to verify? Then I turn around, I walk away. He said, oh wait, hold on. At the back of your head, there's a yellow color aura that's swirling, like looks like a serpent.
Oh.
And I forgot to tell you one thing as well. I told my mom about the whole thing, right? And I said about the serpent at the back of my head. She said, huh, okay, that's interesting, because at the back of your head, there was a big birthmark. Obviously, now I got hair, you can't see, right? But at the back of my head, at the spot where he said the serpent was a big birthmark.
Of like what? Is it really like a snake?
Don't know lah. Birthmark lah. Birthmark lah, got look like a snake. Birthmark is one patch and like that. Then, okay, I tried to be vegetarian again. Third time, I don't know where, I probably failed. And then that was a time where I moved into an office at Princess Place. The place is still there. The office is taken over by something else. So I was on the second floor. Below me, there was a Ferris retreat. It was a holistic practitioner, tarot card reader, yoga, cleaning board, crystal gazing group. And so when I moved in, and that morning, the girl from downstairs came up and knocked on my office door. And you know how these holistic girls, they're quite cute lah. Long dress, spaghetti top, skinny one. And then she said, oh, hello. I said, oh, hello. Then she started off her line with, I had a dream about you. I go like, ooh, baby, really? Then she goes like, yeah, in my dream, I had a message for you. You know what needs to be done, but you're not doing. It's like, what? Okay.
It's so many people sending you that message.
So right after that, I think I was like, for 9 weeks lah. I think finally for 9 weeks I was like vegetarian lah. I think I managed to pull it off. But I don't know whether I fully successfully did it or not. Because on the very last week, I was very diligent, right? So I was eating things that are vegetable. So one of the things that I didn't know had meat was kangkong, because they fry with hebi.
Oh.
Then my friends saw me eating kangkong. Like, hey, you eating kangkong got hebi? No, fuck lah, hebi don't count lah. Still vegetarian lah. So I also declare I was vegetarian for 9 weeks. But in my heart, right, I'm like, maybe it's 8.5.
I know.
But since after that, no one came to tell me, hey, you know, you're supposed to do what you're supposed to do, but you're not doing it. So no one has told me that. So I suppose kangkong with hebi is still counted as vegetarian.
Hey, you know, I had a similar encounter too. My ex-boyfriend of mine, the auntie want to go to surgery already. So she had surgery for cancer lah. She wanted to go and remove the tumor, right? And then after that, she was very, very scared. You know, you can see she's like terrified that her hands will turn cold. And then after that, she will shiver. She was really, really terrified of the surgery. Now, like, okay, never mind. I'm not religious, but I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray to Guan Ning Ma for you. So after that, I say, okay, if her surgery, like, you know, goes well, everything, okay, like, make sure everything goes well. And then she's at peace and something like that, right? Don't make her, like, super anxious. I'll be vegetarian for, like, a week or two. I can't remember. Yeah. Then after that, right, on the last I think like the 2 days, and then after that I was like, okay, well, I finally like gonna need to stop eating porridge already. I cannot find any vegetarian food. And then after that I was like, please auntie, help me make this zai, you know, don't put any meat inside or anything. Please need to be vegetarian. Then after that I already ordered everything. Then after that the uncle come back to me, hey, our porridge got scallop inside. Then I like, hey, who put scallop into her porridge? I didn't know I'd be eating that for like the past like week already.
So
like,
atas, yeah, your porridge.
Hey, from kopitiam some more, how I know it's got scallop.
So how scallop is not considered animal, what? It's a shellfish, what?
So it's a prawn story again.
But
right?
prawn is courtesy.
Also shellfish, ma.
Where got prawn is shellfish? Prawn is Cartesian.
I don't know lah. So it's a sea cockroach lah.
Oh yeah. Thanks. Thanks. So how was it considered for you? Then your grandma, your auntie was okay.
Not my auntie, my ex-boyfriend's auntie. She was fine lah. After that, okay already lah.
Well, like you have to be vegetarian for your ex-boyfriend's auntie, not even related to you, yeah. So
Yeah, I
giving.
Google ma.
Oh, okay lah. Blessing and karma and merits onto you lah. Very good. I want to find out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before we close off this chapter, I want to show you something.
Wow. Ooh, what? Hantu Tete.
In your dreams, everybody is like waiting for the Hantu Tete.
I'm asking on behalf of the fans lah. You know, we want to see something.
Okay. Shit. Okay. So like I told you I had like that the whole like that saga, the episode, right, with like my friend from past life. And like I didn't want to forget her. So
oh my god,
I drew her in a book. Can you all see?
Shift a bit to your left. Oh my god, okay.
Okay, so this is like the whole feeling. So like what she was wearing, right, was like very like castle age kind of like clothes.
So Ang Mo goes
Yeah, I apparently Ang Mo law in my past life.
Yeah, I was a Persian prince. I was a prince of Persia.
But she wear the clothes like very nice one So maybe I also rich
Only if only you can bring our wealth to this life.
Never mind, I'll rebuild it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that meme. I'm looking for a man in finance. Trust fund blue.
Yeah. Now, you know the well. You know where the place is or not?
The place
the well.
the one.
Just now we talked about the well. You say in China. Right?
Okay. Wait I think I put it inside.
The comment
you got
section.
it, Okay.
Just Fu Aiyan asked. She said, "Where is it?" Same question I'm going to ask. Where is it? According to 870800319, the four major bodhisattva of Chinese Buddhism: Jiu Tibet, Guan Yin, Maju Pua, Jiahua Mountain in Anhui is the dojo of the Gezhibang King Bodhisattva. Since the video introduced me like this, I also started to go to the do.
Probably is to go to that place lah, because it's like auto translate, so it's not that good. So apparently I think it's just like to go to the place. If you want the Chinese name, that's the Chinese name.
Jiuhua
Shan. Yeah, that one is the Chinese name.
You don't stop there. What's that word?
Jing.
Jiuhua Shang Jing Di.
Then the rest I cannot read. It's too small already. And I probably could recognize the characters.
Nobody. I can enlarge for you. No, that would not be an excuse.
I cannot recognize the characters. The premium haven't unlocked yet. My Chinese only at level 1 only. You are looking at Duolingo level 5.
Jiuhua Shan Jing Di.
Maybe some of our viewers can like help.
Help, please. I have not paid the upgrade yet.
Yeah, the Duolingo only at level 1. They like angry face already.
It's full of money, but it's not my own, so I cried.
Right. Me too.
Hey, speaking of this, I just want to quickly do a quick plug, right? So this was me over the weekend.
Oh, where are you?
On Saturday, I went recce for a new tour. This is just a one-off tour. It may not be a recurring tour throughout because I partner up with Abandoned SG, Amanda and Stanley, beautiful couple, and this was where they had their wedding in an abandoned Shell lubricant plant. Beautiful place, and why I say it's beautiful is because the plants and the trees have grown within the industrial complex. So you get an industrial complex with the drums and everything, right? And then it's almost like some post-apocalyptic place with bushes growing around the area.
Damn.
And we have because I'm a licensed tour guide and I'm running a tour, because I always run Changi tour, I run Fort Canning tour. Now I'm going to run the northern coast tour.
Okay.
And we are starting at this abandoned place. We get to go in legally. and we
It's
can
a legit tour.
legit tour. And I think it's beautiful to go in and take photos. When I was in there, I don't even know where to start shooting because it's just huge. And you look at your photo and you take, right, it's like, oh, it doesn't do justice to the place. Yeah. So if you want to know more about this tour, I think it's happening on the 21st of September and again on one day in October. So it's all Saturday morning. So if you can wake up, we are meeting at 9 a.m. You can get in touch with me, 94594931.
If you come late, Eugene's doppelganger will bring you to the group.
Yeah, you don't know where they might follow to. Masking Tunnel maybe. Yeah. Now one other confession. This one I think. Wow, this guy bloody deserve it lah. Thai man attacks monk and trashes temple and dies after getting impaled by Buddha statue. Let me read it to you guys. A man in Thailand died after getting impaled by a statue of Buddha following his drug-fueled rampage in a temple. He was reportedly under the influence of drugs at the time. During the rampage, he trashed the main hall of the temple, destroying holy statues. He also attacked a monk. Locals believe that his death was the work of a swift karma, as he ultimately perished when he fell onto a sharp point of the statue. That's him. That's him there on the right
And
side.
it has to impale in like the correct organs, because sometimes even if you get impaled, some people just like don't die, right? So you have to impale in like the correct angle. So it's a work of fate.
I mean, if you look at just the Buddha's head and the statue, it's pointy, yes, but even if I were to stab you with a knife of this length, I may not necessarily kill you, right? I may hurt you, I may hurt an organ, you may bleed, but for him to fall onto the Buddha and die this way, this is suay ke lao sai.
Now, this one really karma. Later, after he died already, the Buddha will be like on the other side. See ya? What you do? See ya?
Aiyo. This one deserves it lah. Okay, now let's get to our confession time. We are already at the 50-minute mark, girl.
Whoa! Like viewers like yay!
Okay, you want to do we got 1, 2. You got a couple of.
We have a lot actually. if cannot, then we can keep it for next week lah.
Okay lah, we try lah. Let's see how far we can go this. Because confessions
Okay,
usually
wait.
will take some time.
Let me drink some water.
Got cockroach in your throat.
No lah, I've been sick for the past 2 weeks. I don't know what hit me, but like something hit me. My phone spoiled, my uniform don't know go where.
Yeah, the thing that hit you was a cockroach. Yeah. You better go and check. Maybe you got an X-ray. They can see something with wings. Okay, take it away.
Yeah. So this is a confession by anonymous member. So it says that one Friday night during the 7-month period, I had a late night out. I was tired but still alert enough to drive home. After I parked my car in the multi-story car park, I feel like suddenly all my energy was drained from my body. And instinctively, I wanted to take a nap in the car. But I knew that if I closed my eyes, I'd probably die from carbon monoxide poisoning and never wake up again. Okay, a little bit dramatic, but maybe.
True.
Right? Okay. So I dragged myself up to the block and pressed the lift. The lift was at the ground floor, and when I looked in, there was an old lady crouched in the floor, and my instinct was to quickly press the door open in case she was injured or hurt. But when the lift door opened, there was nobody inside. Ding-ding-ding. I still got into the lift anyway. Need to scroll.
Oh, sorry. It's automatic. Okay, scroll.
I still need to get into the lift anyway because the other lift wouldn't come down. I walked very fast home very quickly. Ding, ding, ding. So what do you think it was? Was it an old lady really crouching at the corner?
7 month hantu. I think if you listen to my 7-month confession on Friday Night Live, right, there were some cases where people saw entities in the lift. But this particular confession was 2 girls was about going to the lift. They both kept some distance between the lift door and them because both saw people in front of them. But what's interesting is they both see different people. One saw an old lady, one saw don't know what, I think a young man. Then when the young man / old lady walked into the lift and they both followed and went in, there was no one there.
Oh shit. Wait. So like the entity like did the same thing lah, basically walk into the lift lah.
Yep.
There was like no different movement, or maybe they could have like see two separate entities. No.
I mean, they see two different things, but both say, I saw someone in front of me. But one say, I saw a lady. The other person says, no, it was a man. Or young man in suit or something to that effect. Then, the lift door open, then you let the other passengers go in first, right? Then you go in behind. Then when you go in behind, you look around, hey, how come nobody?
Habis.
Yes, that's what a comment. Julia Yo says, nope, I'll take the stairs.
Yep.
I mean, he was very tired lah, he said.
Yeah, suddenly feel the energy drain, right? No choice lah. Okay, so it says that the confessor says that I thought that I live very high up, so the staircase would be very scary. I didn't want to risk bumping into Popo at every
Walao,
level.
can you imagine? You stay 15th floor, then you go up second floor, then Popo down there. Atia, then you run up that floor, 4th floor, 5th floor. Every
Hey, I tell you, don't come home so late. Habis.
Why you run away? Atia. Walao,
Why they help me? I'm in the lift.
Really, if I force in the car, can I get carbon monoxide poison? Yes, you can now in Fairings. If there's a crack in your car or somehow carbon monoxide, the exhaust seep in, you can die. So old cars especially, don't sleep with your aircon on and your car stationary.
Yeah. Apparently, how I know about this like stationary car is like really, really bad. If like I think it's more like half an hour, you're not supposed to stay stationary in the car. That if you never open any windows or what, you can't like just leave the aircon on. So there was this I think 15 or 20 years ago when I was still a kid.
You made out in the car?
No, I was so young. I'm illegal back then.
15 or 20 years? Oh, okay, yeah. I think for you it's different. Your 15 or 20 years different from mine. Okay.
If someone made out with me, call the cops.
Okay. Okay, what happened?
So I saw this newspaper article. So apparently, right, the wife was informed that the husband died in the car. Very sad, very sad. And then after that, what's the thing that's even worse?
What?
The wife was on top of another lady.
Huh?
He was having an affair. And then
Not the wife, the husband was on top of another lady.
Correct. So after that, because they were doing the hanky-panky, right, in the car, right? More than half an hour. I don't know how he lasts so long. But then after that, he died. Like, on top of the girl. Then the girl also, like, cannot run already, because, like, the guy, like, died on top of you, like, it just, like, habis, gone.
So the next time I have a make-out session in the car and the girl
Must
says, hey,
open your window.
why you take so long? I got to do it. I got to go do it fast. I know I will die. You got 15 minutes on the clock. Hurry up. It's going to be a quickie. Don't take your own sweet time.
And later the alarm, time to open the doors. But like, yeah, that was how I found out that the cars can actually kill you.
Yeah. Aiyo.
Interesting.
So sad, that one. Do you want to curse your husband? Do you want to give him a burial? Like, what the hell is that? Fuck, take all his insurance money and just consolation prize. Yeah,
you tell your kids.
Yeah, how do you tell your kids your father not there anymore? Like, yeah, he died in the car with the other auntie. Okay, at least he died. He went off with a bang. Bojas says this case is common as recent Beach Road CP had a driver passing their vehicle and what's CP? Beach Road had a driver passing in a vehicle and then surrounding seems eerie, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't understand.
Oh, 不知道.
Oh,
is this the correct comment?
Yeah, I haven't unlocked my English also. So must protect own body, but recent got one. I don't know. Okay, maybe
I think
maybe
wrong
one.
comment.
Oops. Okay, next. Let's go to
Usually I only screenshot one. Usually. Okay. Anyway, okay, next confession. Woo!
This one. Okay, you want to read?
Sure. Okay. So this is by Kopi So. So Kopi So says that my sister attended a local university and she had many stories to share. One of the most scarier ones that she saw happened in her dorm room. She and her roommate both saw it, and there was little that they could do. One night, after they turned the lights off and got into bed, she and her roommate both saw a figure crouching on top of their clothes cupboard. It looked like an old lady. And she and her roommate decided the best thing to do was to pretend that they are asleep. However, the creature called up to them and called their bluff. Jangan pura-pura tidur. Don't pretend to sleep. And then the creature giggled and disappeared.
Oh, I know Kopi So. I have not met her, but I have spoken with her at length. She's also an author and she draws very well. She's Singaporean, but Singaporean, Malaysian? I think Malaysian. Yeah, very, very nice lady. She got colourful hair. So, can you imagine? You want to pretend, also cannot pretend. The ghost call your bluff. Yeah,
Expose you on the spot.
let's see what others have to say. Bojas again. Okay, at least they never really got threatened. Just that the moment captured and probably ink. What am I reading?
Probably ink throughout their life. Probably like okay, probably like kena scar lah. Okay, kena scar throughout their lifetime lor. That the creature probably just like scare them.
Sharon Sheikh. Yeah, she told me. Yeah, I cannot. I will not be reading or watching your show for the whole month of Ghost Month.
Too scary. Yeah.
So she already watched it and she backlogged. She got out all the previous episodes after the 7th month.
Oh, okay. This was 5 days ago. Yeah. So she says, finally, the Chinese ghosts month end. Now only I go through this page. For the whole month, I dare not to come here. Anyway, when there's the thing knows that you're pretending to sleep, it's even more scarier.
Well, welcome back, Sharon. I still got a comment too. Oh, Zukhari Jafar says, "Hey, my mom used to say that to me back then too, cause she don't want me to wake up and play video games. Lucky she didn't say it or perch on top of the cupboard. Then I know you pretending to sleep."
Imagine if she did that. I bet you wouldn't want to play video games in the middle of the night anymore.
This reminds me of the story. With a mix of Zukhari's comment as well as Kopi So's story. You know the army story? Where if you're in army and then if you don't sleep, there's apparently an old lady and a grandson who walk around the room. Then the grandson will look at you and says, Mama, this one is not sleeping yet.
Oh, yeah. Heard that before.
Yeah. So we don't know whether that's a true story or that's a tale, a cautionary tale just to scare army boys to go and sleep.
But I think nowadays also the army like nothing happening. I never hear new stories already.
We just released new stories from new. Yeah.
Like new recruits lah, like the Gen Z recruits.
They're so kunyang. Everything's so scared. I think scared of sun, scared of mosquito. Ghosts not scared. They don't believe in ghosts. What? The Gen Z. Not Gen Z.
No, like even if you don't believe, sometimes they make you believe.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they just they
Never mind.
Like when I meet some Gen Zs, right? Like sometimes I talk to them, right? I get this sense that I cannot read their thoughts. They just look at me blankly. Yeah. I'm sure they're intelligent. It's just that according to what I spoke of with Jonathan, it's like they come from a very different social landscape where people of my era, Gen X, we mingle, we have to network, we have to go out there, we have to talk to people, we read body language. But the Gen Zs, they grew up in the world of internet. Maybe they're not even allowed to talk to people in school because you cannot have you got to wear the mask now, you cannot hug and hold hand, you cannot play rough. So they are not equipped with the facial expression or the body language or the social skills required for a face-to-face communication. And apparently one of the Gen Zs told me, I asked them like, why you come for my tour? Like, you know, to be fair, when they come for the tour, throughout the whole 3 hours, I cannot read. They don't like clap, they don't like laugh, they don't like, wow, you know, you get like some visual feedback, like people look at you, they will not, right? When you talk. I get nothing. I get like this blank stare, like. But later on, after the walk, when we talked to them, like, oh, how do you find a tour? Everyone had something to say. So which means they paid attention, they understood, they listened. But then when I said, why, you know, like, so why were you all so quiet back then? So somebody was able to articulate that and says, oh, we Gen Z just enjoy the thought of being in the present, but we don't want to interact. Just treat us as we are not there.
I think a lot of them are not able to express themselves. Like besides art you know what I teach the younger generation, the Gen Zs and the Gen Alpha I teach them communication skills. They need it for their interview, and a lot of parents are sending the kids in for communication class. Yeah, and they really do find it helpful, and they really like take back something. I did a PowerPoint slide. You know, when you walk in the room, please smile. Make eye contact, but not too much. I'm teaching them how to, you know, communicate. And then after they find it so helpful, and then after that I tell them, like, you know, at the end of the day, I ask them for feedback, you know, how is the session? Does it help you? You know, does it like make you more social aware and stuff like that? Then they say, yeah, actually I never thought of it. I'm like, what do you mean you never thought of it? I'm like, okay. So I mean, like, okay, it has been like, you know, really watered down that they really understand like this is what is expected of them. Yeah. And then I'm happy to report that two of the students out of like I think the 5 made it through the interview.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah. Congrats. So the social skill works.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I think that's something
they really need the social skills.
Yeah. Oh well, you know, that's something for another day. But so the surprising thing was what I learned is Gen Z likes to be in the present, but they don't like to communicate. So they want to be there, but they don't want you to go and ask them questions, talk to them, or have them react.
They need to talk their lingo. When I was like trying to communicate with a Gen Alpha, and then after that, even like younger than Gen Z
Skibidi, Ohio.
Okay, she's taking PSLE this year. So after that, I try to communicate, you know, I ask her, I try to bond a little bit more with her, get to know her, right? And then after that, she was like, teacher, you know me, I touch no grass. Then I'm like, what are you talking about?
I mean, you don't take weed?
No, touch no grass means she don't go outside. It has been very long since I touched grass. Then I'm like, please enlighten me. What does that mean?
Touch no grass. Okay, can. Next time I'll use that next time, so I can vibe with my audience.
Yeah. So if like, you know, eventually when we do meet a Gen Z or Gen Alpha ghost, when they tell you I touch no grass, I'm like, yeah, I know. Here's some grass I burn for you.
I touch no floor, means the thing is floating. Last time we also I catch no ball. So work you. I don't understand.
Yeah.
Hey, B, I got a challenge for you.
Okay.
Rewrite one of the confessions for me with as many alpha lingo as possible, and we'll record it.
Okay, how about I try?
Yeah.
Because I have been interacting with the Gen Alphas, right? They do have ghost story too.
Okay, give it to me in Gen Alpha language.
Okay, I have one.
I saw a ghost. The ghost touched no floor, no cap. Okay,
I have one.
Yeah.
This person speak proper English okay. Like, because I was speaking to a teacher, I had to be a little bit more respectful, right? Okay. So this person told me, I like just randomly asked a question. I think it was like 8, 9, 10 years old boy. And then I was like, you know, do y'all have any like supernatural like ghost story to tell? And then after that, it's like, yeah, I don't know what encounter this is. I don't think it's normal, but I'm gonna tell you anyway.
Okay.
So he says that he went into a room, and then after that, because it was at night, right? He didn't want to on the light also. So went to a room, wanted to grab something. And then after that, he saw like a rectangle like cubic kind of 3D object in the room.
Ah.
And then as soon as he saw the whole thing, right, you know, it was like in front of him, he blinked and then it disappeared.
Okay.
So after that, I was like, okay, very interesting. Then after he asked me, teacher, so I see ghosts or not? Then I don't know what
I don't know what ghost is that leh. My
Maybe alien I don't know.
my law book don't have a Rubik cube monster.
Yeah, but so maybe like perhaps because like how they like
I mean, because of how they perceive things as well, right?
correct.
Yeah.
So this is how they see hantu now.
Yeah, lor.
I don't know.
I know. All the hantu for the Gen A looks like Roblox.
Like
Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Ah!
Correct.
The ghost is in block one. Pixelated ghost.
Maybe.
Oh Lord.
I'll get more Gen Z, Gen Alpha confession then I'll let you know.
Minecraft Pontianak.
Interesting, right?
I don't know. I don't know how to take the confession seriously. If the fella tell me, I see a Pontianak, I said, does it have long hair? Does it ugly? I don't know, but it's all blocked and pixelated. Okay, get more confessions on the Gen A. I would love to hear from that. Maybe we can have one episode of Friday Night Live with just all the Gen A confessions.
Before we end, can you imagine the hantu tete, the 3D boobs is like square one.
No, you know, like the olden time, you see the Tomb Raider one? It's pointed one.
Yeah.
The hantu tete.
She has the most scariest tete, it's sharp.
Let me go and find the Tomb Raider photo just to give you an idea what
I know what you're talking about. I played the game also.
Okay. I think for our audience may not know
Who Tomb Raider is.
the new Tomb Raider is ooh la la, not too bad. Let me see the old one. Where the old one? Got pointed one. Old Tomb Raider, let me find. This one. I found it. Oops. Yeah. Why you so weird? Okay, nope. Let me pull this out. Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
This is how the old Tomb Raider looks like, guys. So that's your hantu tete lah.
Hantu tete. Probably.
Okay.
I don't know what are they doing now, but like, you know, interesting confession. We will see. Okay, we still have to give them the level of respect.
Yeah,
right?
yes. Oh, we respect all confessions. Like that's Supernatural Confessions rule number 1. We respect all confessions. And
But it's just interesting to see how it's being perceived from different generations.
Correct. And I mean, I think that the thing about dealing with the confessions, right, is if we take everything overtly seriously, right, then it there's very little room to maneuver to discuss. So we respect it, we talk about the possibilities around it, and then we do enjoy the confession as well. So we never put it down, and we don't mock it, not in the way that the internet does it. But a Tomb Raider hantu tete is quite funny lah. Okay, so let's go to our next confession. This one is by Maitreya Om. Says, I enjoy hiking and I organize hikes and walks from time to time. One night, I roped in 3 friends to accompany me for a MacRitchie Reservoir night walk. We started at 8 p.m. and took the main route in after crossing the Zigzag Bridge. MacRitchie has this vibe at night, almost palpable sense of foreboding. I had hoped to check out the tomb of Lim Bo Sing, but that night we didn't find it, although something else found us. Oh, this guy's writing is good. We had made it to the waterside boardwalk and I hated it. One of my friends has third eye, while mine is hit or missed. Usually when I'm half asleep or astral traveling, then I see the good friends. The boardwalk was pitch black at night, so we walked with torches, but I could feel goosebumps. Sometimes I feel a presence behind us, following us, and a heavy sense of something else watching us from the trees in a dense, dark forest. Suddenly, from the corner of my eye, I spotted a tall, really tall figure standing on the water on the opposite bank of the reservoir, just 25 feet away. Here's what it looked like to my eyes. Long hair, covering his face to lower chest level. White robe. Fatima Rocker? She, it, they, them, he, him. I didn't ask for pronouns. Stood stock still. What is frightening is the height. Almost 2 meters plus tall. Must be the queen of rockers. But I felt no malicious intent, just a certain watchfulness, maybe a guardian. However, doubt started creeping in. Maybe it's a float. But fear chased my doubt away, and I gripped my friend's arm for courage and walked slowly past. I was so tempted to take a pic, but what if it flew over? There's no place to be running. Either I bolt down the dark boardwalk or jump into the jungle or maybe offer a friend a sacrifice. So I didn't take the photo as I didn't want to take any risk. As we were finally leaving the trail, one of my friends, a singing coach, decided to sing an Italian opera. Oh, he's a sakwa, totally oblivious to the paranormal, so has no fear. Should have offered him as tribute. Lol. But seriously, his singing, though nice, was so inappropriate. We decided to go to McDonald's to Buang Sui, throw bad luck. And that was when I confirmed my sighting with my friend with the third eye. He saw the giantess too. Later, he also said a spirit had followed us all the way to McDonald's. So I whipped out my Palo Santo spray and blast everyone with it. That's the end of my sharing. I still hope to go back in the daylight hours to see what was it I saw was 2 meters tall.
So what do you think it was, Eugene?
It's MacRitchie. It's at night. It's white.
What about MacRitchie though?
No, that's a haunted place. It's last time with the Japanese there and all that, and some there. So MacRitchie has quite a bit of sightings as well. And contrary to popular belief, people say that Pontianak is human height. There have been enough confessions that came in to say that she's actually very tall.
But what will make her very tall though?
We don't know. And if you talk about the Nephilims, if you believe in how some of these like genes or Pontianak or these entities, they are actually from way before the flood. They are an abomination on earth between fallen angels and mortal woman. And when they give birth to giants. Yeah, so that's the law at least about it. So apparently in some conspiracy theory they found skeleton remains that's very tall, and if you look at some of the old cathedrals, old temples that's thousands of years old, the doors are actually extremely high. It's not like, I mean, it's grand and tall, but could it be because people of that era, the gods of that era, the fallen angels, were all very tall? Yeah. So if going by that logic, then if Pontianak was a Nephilim or Nephilim taking the form of the Pontianak, then it makes sense that she will be 2 meters tall.
2 meters tall. But there's this Japanese legend. Oh shit, let me Google it. So there was this very, very tall lady who is a ghost also. So what she will usually appear, right? She will usually appear with a lady. Okay, if you can go and Google it. It's called Taka Onna. So it just means translate to tall woman. So she is what they call a yokai, but yokai in Japanese just like a Japanese demon. And then after that, it is described that she is 8 feet tall. So 8 feet, how much is 8 feet? Let me Google. 8 feet. Oh, she's 2 meter. Oh damn.
Jang, jang, jang.
So 8 feet is also 2 meters. So in Japan, they also have this lady who is very tall. She will be long black hair, white dress, and she will wear a sun hat. And for whatever reason, Japanese people like to wear the sun summer hat. right? And then you will see her usually in summer. And then after that, the setting for whatever ghost that they usually have is that she's in summer. Then after that, she'll be in the countryside or whatever it is. And then after that, she will usually talk to little kids. That's the ghost legend usually talks like that. Goes like that. So she really talk to a little girl or little boy, the kids playing near the river. Then after that, she will appear like, she's at the bank. And then after that, like usually little kids, they don't feel like something odd, something strange. Why is this lady here? They'll smile to the girl, smile to the lady, or like, like say, hey, come in, the water's nice. Something like that, right? And then after that, she could be like at the bank, like quite far off. And then you tell her to come in. Then after that, suddenly you see like her head is near you. She stretches over. Yeah, so apparently she has like very, very long limbs and like very long neck. And then that's where this appear.
That's like the
so
version
don't Google it. Yeah, don't Google it in the middle of the night because the images are very, very scary.
Thanks,
no, not this one that you share. So the one that if you go and just type a tall ghost, Japanese, in Japanese, and then after that you will see it's very, very, very scary.
See, like this way you tell people don't go and search, they will search. Oh, okay, I saw it. Oh, there's one. Hey, but quite sexy,
Yeah.
They draw her.
They always sexualize everything.
Got one version got upskirt version of her also.
Because she's tall, right?
So it's like the hantu gala of the Malay culture lah, right? The hantu tinggi, the hantu gala, the very tall ghosts.
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
But like, yeah, the story reminds me of this lady.
Maybe we got Japanese ghosts in our Singapore MacRitchie. I think this one we could talk about it on Friday Night Live and see what people talk about it. See what Jonathan has to say. Okay, let's go with our Liat Towers confession.
Okay.
This one quite long. Okay, you go first.
Okay, so this is a confession by Constant. So this happened in Liap Tower. Let me set the scene. So there was the favorite McDonald's, hippie Starbucks, Burger King outside the building 20 years ago. After a night of fun, in one of the bars in Admiral Hills, a group of us who drank until closing time. All half drunk, we were laughing and joking about stupid things. And we decided to take a walk to Liap Towers, where there was outside seating to chit-chat until the MRT runs at 6 a.m. The group including me and my bestie since secondary school and other two guys. We sat outside Burger King, chit-chat, joking and laughing quite loudly. It was in the dead of the night, and where we would sit, it was very echoey. Now, there was a small play area with a plastic slide under the stairs leading to the building, and that area was pitch dark, even with the street lamp. There was a strong smell of sulfur in the play area. We continued to chat and smoke, and I feel something. And a strong sulfur smell. By this time, I started to be quiet and distracted, which was what one of my besties later noticed. I started quietly to search for the source, and I felt something non-human or ghost at the darkest and deepest corner of the play area. How I knew? I can't explain. There's a vibe. It was so dark, but I knew that something was sitting and staring at us. I kept on staring into the space, trying to make out what outline it was. And that was when my bestie asked what I was staring at. Not to scare her, I told her nothing, and I looked away for a while. They carried on chit-chat and joking, and I wasn't laughing, and it was silent. I was so curious about what was it, and I suddenly turned my attention to it. I stared and I feel like it was staring back at me. My bestie, what the fuck are you staring at? And then I didn't reply her. Everyone seemed to be awake from the alcohol and slumber law. And she knew me. She knew from my past experience in my house, I would want to find out, which I swear I had zero plans to do at this time. My house shadow man, which was also a long story for another time. Everyone got a little bit freaked out and we left the place. It was almost 5 a.m. by then, and we all decided to take a cab home instead, aborting our previous plan. To this day, I think when I think back, I can still see the darkness staring at me. I asked them if they smelled anything and no one did. Maybe it was gung-ho, but I knew that day not to go towards it while it challenged to beckon me. Was it a demon? I've always wondered.
Tum tum tum. This is the Red Tower.
I don't know what's this.
This maybe you're not born yet. Last time I used Burger King. Now I think it's what the heck? What Shake Shack? It used to be Starbucks beside Burger King and Planet Hollywood beside Starbucks.
I have no idea what's Planet Hollywood.
Not born yet.
Oops.
Yeah.
Too young.
Yeah.
Oops.
Okay, not bad. I think we managed to finish it within 1.5 hours.
So what do you think it was? Maybe before we end off.
I mean, she's obviously has a third eye and she can see things. There's shadow people in the house and she smells sulfur. But this is like 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Burger King. Could it be a wandering spirit just hiding out there?
The sulfur thing, actually I have never encountered it before. Usually if or when I smell something like funky, like something that shouldn't be there, it's usually quite pleasant smelling. But I also like sometimes will taste like very, very weird taste in my mouth. I will taste like seafood, something like tastes nice or like tastes like food. But it's like I'm in the middle of the interchange. There's no food, It's like a very strange area. Yeah. But it's like a very intense taste. Like I've just eaten like the most delicious Wagyu or something like that.
Oh Lord, that's not too bad. I don't mind being haunted that way. It's like, not haunted and go, wow, I taste Wagyu.
Yeah, so I was like messaging my spiritual master, hey, what's this? And after that, the person say maybe just like a passing spirit, or like someone give you offering or something like that.
Wagyu Hantu, is it? What's that?
But thank you for the Wagyu. Thank you for the umami flavor. Delicious.
That's a new confession. I've not heard of that one before. Yeah, but I think that's sulfur. Usually people say it's demonic, right? You see the Angmoh one, they say, oh, you hear smell sulfur means it's a demonic thing. So I'm not. The last time I smelled sulfur in the lift was when I had a bit too much to eat. I ate a lot of eggs that day. Okay, before we say goodnight to you guys, one short post. This one is, son, can we go to a haunted house this year? Dad, what's wrong with the one we live in? Son, what? Dad says, good night, son. And with that, good night, everybody. We'll see you guys next week. Today's one is interesting. Freaking cockroach thing's still bugging me, man. Okay.
Don't think about it. Think about your haunted house.
Good night, everyone. Bye-bye.
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.